the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Mahima's Good Morning Bay.
Good morning,
Bay.
आप सभी लोग हमें तो से प्यार है नमस्ते
Namaskar.
वनकम
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद
Assalamu alaikum.
सत श्री अकाल
Megandariki Vandanamu.
जय स्वामीनारायण
Jai Shri Krishna.
जय जिनेंद्र
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद.
मुलानी मतलब बोलते हुए सारे फीजी मतलब बोलेंगे नीसा बुला बरजान हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे मैसेफ आलतू बाबा over here right now Bajan wishing President Biden and Vice President Harris, that is our Kamala Harris ji and our Joe Biden ji, hearty congratulations on the fact that they're becoming the president, 46th president and vice president of our nation, Bajan. That is United States of America.
Right, and yes, Altu Baba, it is a very good morning
You know,
indeed.
Falzari, I'm telling you what, today
What?
generally we start off with all the updates and all, no?
Yeah.
No. Today we're going to start off with this particular beautiful song, Bajan. Everybody out there rejoicing the fact that yes, Orange is out of the White House
Yes.
and that we hope for the best
Yeah.
next 4 years at least. Don't let us down, Joe Biden, sir. President of Joe Biden. 78
And-
years old. He'll be the oldest president, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And of course, Banujan, it is a Shubharam for the day. So enjoy this beautiful song from the movie Paramanu.
And of course, Bajan, age does not dictate wisdom. We know what the last 4 years.
अभिनंदन करता छाई घटा परियारी रे शक्कर भांको झांकी झांको हुई जश्न की ये तैयारी रे मन हर जाओ धन बरसाओ धन सुखवारो जी रे
आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे
Music by Sachin Jigar Bhattajan and yes, lyrics by Vayu for the movie, of course, Bhajan Shubhdin, voices of Jyotika Tangri and Kirti Sagathia.
शुभ दिन आयो मनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो शुभ दिन आयो मनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे
या बलजान होटल में मुस्कान लाया काफी सारे लोगों के लिए and yes, I hope आपके लिए भी लाया होगा. Sorry, Trump supporters, if you are here mourning right now, doesn't matter. You will see the difference of what it's going to be when somebody is out of the White House who actually is very restrictive, Bhattajan. No, it actually was not progress what you thought of, Bhattajan. Actually, it was just, anyway, I don't want to say what it is. Let's not focus on what happened. Let's focus on what's going to happen. And he's been sworn in right now. Ceremonies are going on. Actually, I was tuning into it live also. I love the speech, what he gave about unity, which is required right now, Bhattajan. Our nation should come together to actually heal. And that's what we got to do. We will do it, Bhattajan. And ये शुभारंभ तो हो गया. And अभी हमारा बाकी सब चीज़ों के बारे में शुभारंभ करेंगे, Bhattajan. Of course, आपको मालूम है शुभारंभ जनरली होता है हमारा ट्रैफिक अपडेट के साथ, लेकिन मैंने आज का गाने का लगा दिया आपको because I wanted to celebrate Kamala Harris and उसके साथ the Biden Harris team entering into the White House, Bhattajan. A new beginning for everybody out there. तो अभी के लिए Bhattajan ट्रैफिक अपडेट रस्ते का हाल टोटल सस्ते में.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408 912 2479.
Wherever you are, you're stuck in traffic, give us a call. The best part is there's no traffic anywhere on the road, Bhattajan. I'm not kidding. I kid you not. There are no incidents across in the Bay Area. That's wonderful news. I felt any
You
no
know
accidents.
why? Everybody is sitting at home and watching the inaugural speech.
Probably, or everybody is just happy in general,
Oh,
or rather
yes.
relaxed. I don't think it's called happiness. I think it's a sense of relief.
It's a relief, yeah.
Because everybody were like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Last night, did you know there was no traffic on the roads?
Huh.
Around 10 o'clock, 10:30, it was wiped out. Probably people were expecting something to happen. Luckily, it didn't happen.
Well, really?
Yeah, why do you think FBI came up and said, no, there's militia thing happening in different places? You know, but that the FBI came and told everybody, oh, they have intel on this stuff and all.
Oh, really? I didn't listen to
Excuse
that.
me, you were the person who shared on air
Yesterday.
2 days
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
And that, FBI is saying that the different parts, they actually have information about
Correct.
what insurgency, not insurgency, what do you call that? Riots and all coming up, right?
Yeah.
So there
There's-
was people were scared. People were scared. But now, Badajan, I'll tell you what they actually made. They are.
You know what you should be scared about?
What?
Trump in his parting shot said, I'm going to be back in some form. It sounded like, this is not the end. Cobra will be back.
Every nemesis of good.
Yeah.
Every nemesis of good. And matlab, har ek evil will tell this is not the end. Cobra will be back. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And Skeletal also is the one. Skeletal is the guy. He-Man, Skeletal kind of thing, right? Anyway, Banjan, I don't know if it's going to come back or not. But abhi ke liye, let's focus on what we have on our hand. No traffic for sure. That's wonderful. Weather's awesome outside. If you want to go out and celebrate, social distancing. Please maintain social distancing, Banjan. And of course, tomorrow we might have some clouds and some possible rain on Friday. Saturday is going to be rainy as well. And probably and definitely Sunday. Getting into next week is going to be pretty rainy and everything. But Jan, we had some wonderful winds yesterday, which is kind of cleaning the streets, I suppose. This morning was very beautiful, nice. It was nice weather, not too cold, not too hot.
Yeah.
70s and 42 that range, so it's pretty good. That's why we love California, right? Because of the wonderful weather we have here in the Bay Area. And yes. We did have some sad news for the past 2 days, especially in the community, because one of our families, had a tragic incident 2 days ago at the Half Moon Bay. Many people actually sharing those things. The petitions going on, getting signed for the Coast Guard to keep on searching for the 12-year-old boy. We'll give you some updates on that also for sure. But let's go see what is the news. We'll not go into headlines. We'll do something different today. We've got to jump into the news in detail for you guys. And whatever we share with you guys on air, you can go catch up in detail on our news blog, mediamahima.com. Now, if you miss out some news which I've already sharing right now, do not fret about it. You can always go back to the video, scroll back, and you can do it on demand on Facebook for sure. Or what you could choose is you can go to the Media Mahima website. You can actually find all the links of stories over there and go in depth on all the stories as well. And Abhi ke liye Badajan, this is the news.
Badajan, Joseph R. Biden Jr. is sworn in as the nation's 46th president. Joe Biden Jr. Arrived at the Capitol for his presidential inauguration, ready to take over a country that's been battered by the coronavirus pandemic and to put an end to a tumultuous 4 years under Donald Trump. With the nation in crisis, pressure builds on Biden's global leadership, ambitions complicated by Capitol riots, and also there's all eyes are right now on him as to how he's going to be handling the mess or the battered situation that America is in right now as he takes the reins. And also, while we're talking about President Joe Biden, and it feels good to say that, breaking barriers, Bandajan, sit with this for a moment. Kamala Devi Harris is sworn in as a U.S. Vice President. She is the first woman, the first Black American, the first Asian American, South Asian American to hold this particular office.
Well, interestingly, you should know, Andy, for people who want some trivia and everything, this is the right time for you guys to learn about Biden. He was the vice president at the time of
Barack Obama. Right.
Do you know that he actually was the 47th vice president? And he's the 46th president.
Wow.
Interesting, man. I got to go deeper and learn more about this. How come he would have been the 47th
Maybe the
president?
vice president, we got to go back because at the time of James Madison, wasn't there something where
There'd
they
have been
had a
one more
switch
person.
in the vice president?
Yeah, so we had more vice presidents because one of them got they switched or resigned or something like that.
No, there was something like that. Something like an insurrection that had
Yeah,
happened.
so
at
in
that
other words, what it means is the 47th would have been him and Barack Obama time. Then we had Trump's Pence coming in, 48th, and 49th is our Kamala Devi Harris.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the first woman
Woohoo!
vice president.
Hey,
Yeah,
just the
woman
beginning.
power. You
It's
know
just
what?
the beginning, Valtoni. The next I'll see Ivanka Trump will be in the presidency race.
Be quiet, I'll
Whoa, what did I say?
So hopefully the next, we hope that Joe Biden will be able to do two
Second
good
terms.
terms.
Yeah,
two
he'll
good
be
terms.
octogenarian. He'll be the first time he'll be octogenarian. Suppose he's 78 right now.
Yeah.
He's 78 already, Balanjan. So another 4 years, he'll be 82 years old. And gotta hand it to him. 78 years old. He really is.
Have you seen him go for a run?
Oh, forget the run, Faltwani. He actually is really excited and gung-ho about doing something for the nation. I really
Yes.
appreciate that. The way to take away from the guy's, demeanor and everything.
And I love the theme of today, Banujan. I don't know how many of you were watching the inaugural ceremony. The theme is all around healing, unity,
he's one
healing,
person-
unity, healing.
See,
Complete antithesis to
there-
what we had heard 4 years ago.
Correct, and there's no. I'm not trying to propagate. I'm not doing propaganda for him or anything. But he knows what it is to feel, loss.
Yeah.
And he actually has been through personal loss. We know personally as well. We know, as I say, even when he was a vice president, he actually had those things, right? He lost a son and everything. So he knows a lot about these things. So one thing is, we know that we hope that actually we'll have an empathetic leader sitting in the White House for us.
Correct.
And one more trivia, by the way, do you know what the R stands for in Joseph R. Biden Jr.?
What does it stand for?
Robinette.
Robinette. It sounds like a girl's name, no?
So sweet, right? I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, what do you mean? Hello,
Like he says, right? Oh, but you know what? I love the way he always says, like my grandpappy used to say,
Yeah.
like my mama used to say, like my grandmommy
Why
used
not?
to say.
I
So
love
it's
the
so nice to hear that.
I'll tell you what, that is
Yeah.
like staying true and not being,
Yeah,
fake.
yeah.
And his middle name is nice. I like his name, Robinette.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, but so what if it sounds like a girl's name? Girls' names are cute, by the way. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So, Joe Biden, sir, aapke liye hats off and thank you so much. And I only will just tell you,
Good luck.
good luck and please don't let us down.
Together we will get through this.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. Well, assuming US presidency, Biden tells the divided nation that democracy has prevailed, assuming the helm of a country reeling from deep political divides, a battered economy, and a raging coronavirus pandemic that has killed more than 400,000 Americans. And the first thing that he did, Altbaba, he asked everybody to take show a moment of solidarity for the lost souls, the people who have passed on during this pandemic. And Banajan, it is heartbreaking to look at that number. 400,000 people, nearly 500,000 people who would have been alive today. Who didn't know that this was coming. Anyway, with his hand on a 5-inch thick heirloom Bible that has been in his family for more than a century, Biden took the presidential oath of office administered by U.S. Chief Justice John Roberts just after noon, vowing to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Through a crucible for the ages, America has been tested anew, and America has risen to the challenge, he said in his inaugural address. Today we celebrate the triumph of not a candidate, but of a cause, the cause of democracy. At this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed is what he said. Biden, 78, became the oldest U.S. president in history at a scaled-back ceremony in Washington that was largely stripped of its usual pomp and circumstance, due to both the coronavirus and also security concerns following the Jan 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol by supporters of outgoing President Donald Trump.
And of course, Banjan, you do realize that before he even came to office, he said that he's going to implement the 100 days mandatory masking. Probably will come in because,
Yeah.
Faltoni, it's not at all.
That's going to be on federal property, Altubaba.
Correct, I understand, but still requires anywhere for the man, right? Even if it's federal property, it's still property, right? Somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's mandated is a good thing because right now California is still struggling. It's not like we've gone off this. We had around, in California alone, statewide, we had around 146 deaths.
Yeah.
Just a day before.
Yeah.
It is still 0.04%, but still, you might say, oh, statistically it's less. No, I'm sorry. Those lives are not statistics, by the way.
Right.
I'm just trying to tell you that why we're hitting the 3 million mark in California alone of positive cases. In Santa Clara County alone, we're getting to the 100,000 mark already in positive cases. We have 93,000 positive cases and growing. We had around 1,000 cases, new cases as of yesterday. 1,000 new cases, Banjan. People are, okay. It is coming down, as in it used to be 1.8%, now it's come to 1%, fine, but still we need to get further than that. But again, we also had some deaths yesterday. So our death toll, of course, has gone above 1,000 in Santa Clara County alone. I'm only talking about our county, but Santa Clara County does not include Alameda County, does not include the Contra Costa and other places, just the Santa Clara County alone, which is Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, Mountain View and all the places,
Right.
including Milpitas, by the way.
Right. Well, then, Jen, here's one thing that the norm-defying Donald Trump flouted one last convention on his way out of the White House when he refused to meet with Biden or attend his successor's inauguration,
It's petty.
breaking with a political tradition seen as affirming the peaceful transfer of power. Trump, who never conceded the November 3rd election, did not mention Biden by name in his final remarks as president on Wednesday morning when he touted his administration's record and promised to be back, quote, in some form. He boarded Air Force One for the last time and headed to his Mar-a-Lago retreat in Florida. But the top Republicans who did attend this or are currently attending are Vice President Mike Pence, the party's congressional leaders, and along with former U.S. Presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton, and of course Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. I mean, now both of them are leaders, right? Sort of. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
You're
even
gonna have
there,
Chuck Schumer
they never
and-
reached an agreement yesterday. They were supposed to get into agreement as to how they're going to do this because they're going to divide the people in different committees, right? I don't think they came to a consensus on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the sad part.
Yeah. And of course, Biden's running mate Kamala Harris also took oath as the first woman vice president of the United States of America, and she was sworn in by U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the country's first Latina member
Can
of the
you
court.
imagine, Ahmad, what's very interesting was yesterday, in a matter of few hours, there were 146 pardons.
Yeah, and that is what I'm coming to right now, Alto Baba. He pardoned ex-aide Steve Bannon, but not himself or his family. U.S. President Donald Trump granted clemency to former White House aide Steve Bannon as part of a wave of pardons and commutations issued in his final hours in office, but did not pardon himself, members of his family, or lawyer Rudy Giuliani. Trump leaves office on Wednesday when Joe Biden is sworn in as the nation's next president. And Bannon, who was a key advisor in Trump's 2016 presidential run, was charged last year with swindling the president's own supporters over an effort to raise private funds to build the president's wall on the US-Mexico border. He has pleaded not guilty, but he got a pardon anyway. But yesterday I was watching an analysis about why he would go ahead and pardon Bannon. And they're saying that's because it could be some kind of a deal, because Bannon could otherwise have struck a deal if with all the other cases that were going on, where they could have said, okay, I'm going to cooperate with you, and definitely Trump's name would have come up. And with this pardon, Bannon is not liable and may not, doesn't have to testify or doesn't have to depose himself anywhere with regard to pulling any of the president's family or the, Trump's family into this mix. So
Interesting.
that was one of the things that we heard yesterday. But White House officials had supposedly advised him against pardoning Bannon. The two men have lately rekindled their relationship as Trump sought support for his unproven claims of voter fraud. So
Well-
they've again come back together.
And I think it's not that he's pardoned many people. There have been cases in the history of presidents, right? There are people who have pardoned up to 4,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like, but of course, this is a high number in terms of what he has pardoned.
But it's all people who were in his inner circle and people, who are complicit in, no president has technically pardoned based on, not no president, I wouldn't say that. I would say that, for his own personal benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, but even if you look at that in comparison, most recent presidency, right? I think the maximum they would have gone is like around, I think he granted around 2,000 pardons, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, no, did he grant? No. I think Donald Trump did not do as much as what people are saying he did. He didn't do so many. He actually had only, he granted only 116 pardons in total.
Yeah.
Lesser than what Barack Obama did. Barack Obama did 212.
Wow. Well, here's the next thing that President Joe Biden has done. Well, U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams has resigned at President Joe Biden's request. The request went in before he was sworn in as president. MSNBC has reported on Wednesday, and because he wants, who's going to be our Surgeon General, right? Dr.
Who?
Vivek Murthy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
and he is going to be, especially with the raging coronavirus pandemic. So Biden is going to hit the reset button on the nation's fight against COVID-19 right on the first day as president. And what they're saying is that as part of his first sweep of executive actions, he'll order that all federal employees are mandated to wear masks and face coverings on federal property. He will establish a new White House office to coordinate the coronavirus response and halt the withdrawal of the United States from the World Health Organization, a process initiated by the outgoing President Donald Trump. The orders a signal that Biden aims to fulfill his campaign promise to make COVID-19 relief a top priority and will mark a sharp divergence from the Trump administration's pandemic response, which critics say was ineffectual, uncoordinated, and at least partly responsible for the death of 400,000 Americans. He's going to begin work on his executive actions after a scaled-back inauguration ceremony. Unlike any other in US presidential history, with the National Mall, which was covered in a field of flags instead of typical crowds who were not permitted because of the risk of contagion. We can overcome this deadly virus, he said in his inaugural address, which called for unity in a nation gripped by tense political divide. He has also, like I said, he was going to nominate his Surgeon General. And Biden's actions, particularly the mask mandate, are intended to set an example for state and local officials to rein in the virus, which has hobbled the U.S. economy. We'll share more on this on our page, MediaMahima.com. Biden is also going to order U.S. agencies on Wednesday to revisit fuel efficiency standards as well as rules governing emissions from airplanes, appliance, and building energy efficiency standards, the transition team has said. And also, within hours of being sworn in as president on Wednesday, Joe Biden is going to be announcing an immigration bill that's going to open up a path for citizenship for millions of immigrants in the United States unlawfully, a sharp contrast to the policies of outgoing Republican President Donald Trump. Biden, a Democrat, will also sign 15 executive actions today. Incoming White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said at least 6 of those will deal with immigration, according to a memo, in a major focus on Biden's first day in office. The actions immediately include lifting the ban on Muslim-majority countries, immediately halting construction of the border wall, reversing a Trump order preventing migrants who are in the United States illegally from being counted when congressional voting districts are being drawn. He will also sign a memorandum to the Department of Homeland Security directing them and the U.S. Attorney General to preserve the DACA program, which is the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which protects migrants who came into the country as children from deportation, and reverse a Trump executive order calling for stricter interior immigration enforcement. In news from India, Bandhajan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has actually congratulated President Joe Biden, saying that he is looking forward to be working with him. My warmest congratulations to Joe Biden on his assumption of office as President of the United States of America. I look forward to working with him in strengthening the India-US strategic partnership. In other news from India, the government of India on Wednesday said any attempt by China to set up a hydropower station on the Brahmaputra River will act as an encroachment on the entitled rights of lower riparian states like India and Bangladesh and adversely affect the availability of water in its basin during the lean season. And they're saying that they will take action against it. And in some good news, I guess, with regard to the farm laws, the government of India is ready to suspend implementation of farm laws for 18 months, and their next meeting is going to be on January 22nd. More on all this you'll find on MediaMahima.com. It is a beautiful day indeed, Bandhajan, January 20th. We have a new president and a new vice president, an entirely new White House and administration. So here's to more Shubh Din together. Have a fantastic, terrific, wonderful Wednesday. Let me tell you, Bandhajani, that all these